on me. Promise that you never be lonely.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is your boy Timothy Apollo, bringing you guys my spoiler. This is gonna be nothing but spoilers about Avengers Endgame, okay? I mean, wow. Again, like I say, excellent movie, 3 hours long. What is it? I think this is the third and last phase of the Avengers. 20 other movies connected to Endgame. I mean, wow, the Russo brothers took this home. Like I said again in the other video, they set the bar for every other hero movie, okay? Now, again, nothing but spoilers, okay? Let me start this off by saying we lose Avengers in this game, okay? But the best thing about this movie is that it takes Infinity War, okay? And it shows you the effects. It shows you the outcome that has played upon every other character. And mainly Thor. Okay? Mainly Captain America. Mainly Hawkeye. Correction, Ronan. Okay? Black Widow. Okay? This just doesn't say, oh, this is another movie. No, it actually shows you that these characters have personality. They have existence. Okay? They feel real because you're looking at them, you're like, okay, wow, they're still suffering from that defeat they suffered from Thanos, okay? And like, I'm gonna start this off with one of my favorite characters, okay? In this movie, I think the one who got hit the hardest, hit the worst from the Infinity War was Thor, okay? Now, when I go to the movies, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am an Avengers movie, okay? I'm looking for two people. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not worried about Hulk, Iron Man, he's gonna do his thing anyway. I'm looking for Thor, and I am looking for Captain America, okay? And Thor is in this, okay? Thor is in this, but believe it or not, you don't get to see I am Mr. Hammer-toting Thor and all this and that. You only get to see, when you see Thor, he looks like he is pregnant. Like he is beer after beer after beer, and just trust me, this is not the Thor you guys think you're gonna see. You know, through the whole movie, he is a hot mess. Okay, because of the simple fact that he's feeling the funk from the situation with Thanos. Okay, Thanos not only killed Loki, keep that in mind. He not only wiped out half the people on Asgard. Okay, but keep in mind he humiliated Thor. Okay, and at the end, when Thor finally had the chance to correct that, to get his vengeance of Infinity War, remember, hey, he thought like a warrior. Okay, he used his heart. Hey, he went here when like Thanos told him, you should have aimed for the head, you know. But in the beginning, Thor corrects that, okay, because I kid you guys not. In the beginning, when they go and they find Thanos on the planet, okay, Captain Marvel, she comes in, zaps him. I mean, they just straight up ambush him. And while everybody else is talking, while everybody else is listening to Thanos monologue, because he monologues a lot, okay? He's just like, well, the universe and all this, emptiness, fire shall be cleansed by me, I'm Thanos, and all that good stuff there. So I'm like, man, look at here, dude. I don't know what y'all, hold on, I got that. He hacks his head off. I mean, literally, he hacks his head off. And from that moment right there, I'm like, wow. But this is Thor, you know, in his prime. This is Thor before he becomes Fat Thor, okay? So, like, there's this part in the movie when I see that Thor goes back in time and he meets his mom, okay? The guy's in tears. I mean, he's still kind of jokey about it, but he's in tears. And I was almost in tears because his mom looks at him. She's like, "Oh, you're not my Thor from this time. I know that. I can sense it. I can tell. I'm a witch, you know." And she looks at his eyes. She's like, "What happened to your eyes?" She looks at him. She's like, "What do you have on?" And she's like, "Hey, look, the world hasn't been great to you, has it? The world has been cruel to you." And he cries. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not your Thor, this and that, you know." And from there, you know, you just, that's Thor. That's the way it affects Thor, okay? You know, seriously. He went into a state of depression, okay? Who else? Hawkeye, okay? Hawkeye. Now, Hawkeye becomes Ronin in this movie, as we know, okay? He goes from being Hawkeye to Ronin. And the thing about it is that what a lot of people fail to realize is that early in the beginning of the movie, when they showed that how he lost his family during the time of that infamous snap, hey, he was with his daughter, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys one thing. Marvel has really done a good job of connecting the dots, of putting the whole passing of the torch in this movie. I couldn't, you know, they couldn't have done a better job, okay? In the beginning, since the last time he seen his daughter, they were outside. He was saying, hey, this is how you shoot the bow. But it's funny because, you know, why weren't you just showing your son? I mean, you would think that, hey, and I'm not being sexist or whatever, but I'm thinking, hey, you're Hawkeye, okay? You would want to teach your son to be Hawkeye. But, you know, maybe they just wanted to, you know, make it the female Hawkeye. So, you know, I noticed she's shooting a bow and he's got the bow and he's like, yeah, that's a good job, Hawkeye, go ahead. To me, that was a passing of the torch, okay? Because after that, he becomes Ronin. And let me tell you, as Ronin, he is cutthroat, okay? He is what he should have been as Hawkeye. He wasn't bad as Hawkeye, but come on now. Who really takes Hawkeye seriously? You know, that's just no. Okay, especially compared to the rest of the Avengers. I mean, hey, he's Hawkeye, you know. But the effect on him, okay, he becomes more violent. He becomes more aggressive toward the antagonistic guys, okay? You know, he goes on a rampage in Tokyo, what it looks like to be. Black Widow goes, finds him, and hey, you know, come back. We need you. We have a way to possibly bring your family back. He tells her, hey, don't give me hope, please. You know? And I don't know what the dynamics of their relationship is, because it seems like they're interested in each other on one hand, then you look on another hand, you say, well, gee, he's married, so maybe they'll just have a close friendship or whatever. Who knows? But I do tell you, like, when it's time for them to rebattle for the, I think it was the Soul Stone, they fight each other, okay? They're fighting to keep the other one from giving their life for the Soul Stone. Because as you know, with Thanos' daughter, hey, you have to make a soul sacrifice. You have to sacrifice a soul for a soul, okay? Henceforth, Soul Stone. So obviously, Black Widow managed to get over on him, and she jumps off, okay? Cool. Next person who is gravely affected by this outcome is the Hulk, okay? Or should I say Professor Hulk, okay? You don't get the Hulk in here, and I heard a few people complaining about that. Oh, we didn't get the Hulk. I don't like the way the Hulk was. I love Professor Hulk, okay? They could have gave him a little bit more, you know, a little bit more professory type stuff, a little bit more Smash, definitely a little bit more Smash, okay? But they didn't. In case for those of you who don't know, Professor Hulk is a weaker version of Hulk in the comics. Normally he's gray, okay? He is the Hulk with Bruce Banner's mind, okay? They finally learn to cohabitate, okay? Such as in the movie. In the movie, he's like, look, I've been battling Hulk all these years thinking that he was the disease or whatnot. But hey, maybe he was just a cure, and I've learned to roll with that. And it is Mark Ruffalo, it is Bruce Banner in the Hulk's body. Again, I reiterate, he's not as large, he's not as strong, okay? That's a fact from the comics, that's a fact you can see in the movie. But, you know, you don't get no rage, you don't get no Hulk smash in this movie, okay? You don't get none of that. But he's learned to coexist, and he's actually working with the big brains, okay? He's actually just, they're like, yo, this is how I'm going to bring people back through time. This is what I'm going to do right here. Hey, he's working, okay? But again, no Hulk smash, just none of that, okay? The most you get to see Hulk do is put on the Infinity Gauntlet. Yes, he puts it on. He puts it on. Iron Man puts it on. You know, I'm surprised Cap didn't put it on, okay? I thought T'Challa was going to put it on. Oh, yeah, and T'Challa comes back in this movie. Point is that Hulk doesn't smash. He holds up a big brick in the mansion, in the new Avengers headquarters. where he's keeping that from dropping on the rest of the Avengers. And that's that. He does it with one arm now, so he's still Hulk. He's still like, but he's not like, oh, smash. No, you don't get that. Captain America, he's affected as well, but, you know, he's learned to move on, okay? He seems the least affected by it because of, you know, I feel because of the simple fact he's already lost so much that everything else he's lost kind of overshadows that, okay? But you see him in a group meeting and he's like, hey, look, I woke up many years ago, I came to this place, and hey, you know, I've been living since then. You know, hey, he's like, you learn to get over it. So my guess is that, hey, that's the way he learned. You know, that's why it didn't seem like it affected him as much, because he was already a man out of time, okay? He was already 50 years in the future. So he had lost the world that belonged to him, his world. So you're already in a strange place and you barely learned to adjust to this new place. So why would it really affect you as much if you're still missing your home? Does that make sense to you guys? You know, he's from the, he's from the 50s to 60s. And hey, now he's in the, you know, 21st century. I mean, come on, you guys do the math. Now, here's the thing that threw me with Cap, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys this. I've already told you spoilers, so I shouldn't even have to say that again. In the end, they're sending Cap back to get rid of the Infinity Stones, okay? I don't know if he's going to take them somewhere and do something with him. I don't know if he's going to bury him somewhere. I don't know what he's going to do, but they send him through time to do something with the Infinity Stones. And normally, like Hank Pym say, hey, you can live in the multiverse or whatever it is they call it, in the itty bitty verse for like 5 minutes, but you can live in there for 5 years, but out here it's like 5 minutes. So they send them through there. It's Bucky, it's War Machine. I think it was Hulk, and they're waiting. A few seconds, they're like, why hasn't he come back? Why hasn't he come back through here? Where is he at? What's happened? Hey, you need to work on it. Get him back. You know, they're working on it, but he never comes back, okay? He comes back like maybe 30, 40 seconds later, okay? But here's the thing. You don't see him come back, and he doesn't come back through the time machine that they created, okay? What's this guy name? God, what's his name? The dude with the Birdman, the new Captain America. Falcon looks over at a bench because Bucky points at a bench. Bucky already knows what's taking place. Okay, once he sees the guy there wearing the suit or whatever, you know, the old man suit. Once he looks over there, Bucky already knows what took place. Okay, you don't have to tell Bucky. Bucky knows Cap better than anybody. Okay, he points like that for Sam to go to the beach. And Sam walks over and he looks. And he's like, and he doesn't look directly at him at first. But then again, he sticks his head around. And it's old Cap. Okay, it is Granddaddy Cap. It is like Cap Granddaddy America. Okay? And he's like, wow. You know, okay. And, you know, he looks and knows Cap has a wedding band on for once. He's like, so do you want to tell me about it? And I like the way they did this, okay? Because they said that, hey, he's a regular old grouchy man. He doesn't come grouchy, but instead of him saying like, oh, Sam, she's this, she's that, Cap is like, no, I don't think I do. You know? Now, let me explain to you guys what happened in case y'all didn't know this. Here's the thing about it. Instead of Cap coming back through the time machine, obviously he stayed there. He got married, and he lived his life up to that point, okay? That's what went on, okay? So with him living his life up to that point, he aged as he should have, okay? He never came back through it. I'm just wondering, what did he do with the other Cap, okay? You know, seriously, I mean, remember, if he went back in time, hey, it was 2 Caps there. What did he do with the other Cap? You know, who knows? I'm not going to sit here and think about it. Hey, did he kill him? Did he let him die? Did he just say, yo, look, I'm going to let you do this and I'm going to do that, okay? I don't know. But Captain America lived his life out through the past up to the 21st century. That's why he looked so old, okay? That's why he was old, okay? And you know, it was sad because again, Marvel, with this whole movie, Marvel is doing the passing of the torch to the new characters. The Russo brothers actually let this movie catch up to the comics, okay? And I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, what about Bucky? Bucky was supposed to be Captain America, okay? Because again, Captain America handed off the shield to Sam, and Sam is like, yo, I don't know if I should. I mean, hey, he's like, it's for you. Sam like, thank you. You know, it's an honor, okay? Sam is supposed to be the new Captain America. I don't know when they're gonna pull it off in the movies. Are they? But the comics have now caught up to. I'm sorry, the movies have now caught up to the comics. Okay, that's what it's about, and I like that. Okay, I like that. Don't get me wrong; they skipped a few things, but remember, it's kind of, you know, you kind of, with Marvel doing the whole, what do you want to call it? You know, switching over, like having a black Iron Woman instead of an Iron Man, with them having a half African American, Hispanic Spider-Man. You know, they're trying to broaden the demographic. They're trying to include everybody in there. You know, I've got my own opinion about that, but that can wait till the next video. So he passes the torch, and I guess that's more important than following the strings. You know, following the line of succession, because keep in mind, people, Bucky became Cap before the bird guy. I can't think, Falcon, before Falcon, okay? So anyway, next of all on our list of affected people by this is Iron Man. Let's talk about Iron Man, okay? This is gonna blow y'all's mind, so get ready to drop a tear. Now, I don't know where to start at. First of all, Iron Man dies in the end, okay? He really, really dies, okay? Period. He dies, okay? He just outright dies. He puts the Infinity Gauntlet on, and they give him a neat Infinity Gauntlet because he had one that he made, okay? And his is neat, you know? Anyway, he puts on the Infinity Gauntlet, and, you know, he uses the power to, you know, do whatever to beat Thanos, okay? To beat Thanos and all his minions, and it kills him because, you know, you cannot, being a human, you can't absorb and you've got to be powerful, okay, to absorb the powers from the Infinity Gauntlet. So obviously it burnt all this up. It killed him. He's affected severely, okay? He's more affected by the loss of Peter, you know, the loss of Peter, the disappointment that he felt was from Cap, you know, and there's not much to say about him. It's just that, to me, he is the least affected by the outcome of the Infinity War, okay? He's stuck in space, okay? He's stuck in space, obviously, on the, what's the name of the ship by the Guardians of the Galaxy? It's the ship by the Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, he's stuck in space in that ship, him and Nebula, okay? Him and Nebula have started to bond. They're playing paper football or whatever else. They'll start to bond. You can look at him and see that he's all skinny and dried up. He's malnourished, you know. But Nebula is looking out for him. She's taking care of him, okay? She's giving him sutures. She's patching him up. Nebula's taking care of him. Again, they bond in space. Obviously, it's just you and this assassin killer. What choice do you guys have? So, as he's about to be on his deathbed, okay? Because remember, he's been up in space for whoever knows how long, no food or nothing else. Hey, guess what? He's starving, okay? He's malnourished. As he lays there in his seat and he's about to kick the bucket at what looks like his face is all, and he's like that, a bright light appears, okay? Guess who it is? Our most hated person, not the character, but the woman, Brie Larson's Captain Marvel, okay? She comes in like some type of angel. She grabs the ship. She flies down with the ship. Hey, she rescued him. She takes him to the Avengers headquarters. That's probably the end scene that you guys, the post-credits that you guys seen from Captain Marvel, okay? I don't know. I didn't see it. You know, I just didn't support it. What can I say? That's it in a nutshell. Like, Brie Larson's character is powerful, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, they've made her more powerful than Thor, okay? They made her more powerful because she goes on there, she's duking it out with Thanos, and she's going toe-to-toe. Even Thanos is like, huh? And where I loved it, it's like her and Thanos is going, okay? And hey, Thanos headbutts her, and she doesn't move at all, not an inch. And Thanos is like, okay, I got you. So her character has become so powerful that Thanos himself reached into the Infinity Gauntlet. He took the Power Stone out. He said, okay, this one here is a heavy hitter. Let me go ahead and take this out right now. He hits her. And, you know, that just puts her lights out, okay? It doesn't kill her, but obviously it knocks her out, okay? Her character has become powerful. He also battles, who is it? He also battles, who else does he? Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. But I'm going to let that wait, okay? I'm going to let that wait. He battles Scarlet Witch. Believe it or not, Scarlet Witch is just as powerful as she is in the comic books. Scarlet Witch, one-on-one. She walked up to him. She's like, Scarlet Witch basically killed Thanos herself. She was about to kill Thanos. No help, no interference, no nothing. She walks up to him with her hex power. She's like, look, yo, you taking everything away from me. Okay? So, let me handle you. So she levitates him up in there, and she takes him and she's crushing him. Okay? She is putting the hurt on Thanos one-on-one. He could not do nothing. Okay? Seriously. Like, she didn't even go near him. She just shoo. And you know, when she did that, like, she's crushing him. Okay? She's ripping him apart. You can see his arms stretching. Okay? She was getting it. She was mad. Thanos then is like, yo, make it rain. Okay, seriously. This chick, make it rain, okay? And my man, the little skinny guy with the staff down there, he's like, well, sir, hey, we've still got troops on the ground. My man is like, yo, I just told you make it rain. So they just start blasting. Till, you know, one blast hit her and she's just knocked unconscious, you know? And, you know, that's a little bit before, you know, Captain Marvel showed up, you know, because, hey, she's the one who destroyed the ship, okay? Now, we almost to the big finale, people, okay? This movie was, wow. They brought everybody back, okay? Everybody came back. Who was it? Spider-Man is back. T'Challa is back. His personal bodyguards is back. Everybody who died other than Scarlet Witch and Vision. No, I'm sorry, not Scarlet Witch. Other than Black Widow and Vision made their return. Everybody was there. Spider-Man got in there. Spider-Man got so hard with it. Spider-Man, you know, he's using the Stark suit, okay? He looks around. He's seen these crowded. He's like, suit, go to instant kill. The eyes got red. All the tentacles just like... If you was running toward my boy like with some bug spray or something, them tentacles was like... He was going. The suit did most of the work, but the kid was good in the suit, okay? Everybody came back. T'Challa came through there, did his little thing. It was mostly trying to get the gauntlet to Ant-Man. You know, Ant-Man, he did a little something, but it wasn't much. He grew big when it was time for them to battle the army. He stepped on a few guys. Hey, I don't have no complaints about it. And I'm getting to the climax of the movie. So during that time right there, it's like, hey, you know, I forget who fumbled the ball. I think it was Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man who fumbled the ball, okay? Because his little suit could only do so much. And after they got him down, he's like, oh, I'm down, you know? So he curled up. I like the fact that they show that even though he's got skills, he's got powers, he is a kid at the end of the day. You know, I don't like it when they overplay characters, normal characters, okay? I don't like it. If it's a powered up character like Captain Marvel, then that's fine. Overplay them because you have so much you can overplay them. But when it's more of a physical type character like Cap or Spider-Man, don't overplay them, you know, regardless of who they are, how much of a favorite they are. So he's down, the gauntlet is there. So next thing you know, Captain Marvel shows up. She's like, yo, hey, you got something for me? He's like, yeah. So she gets the gauntlet. And at this time, this will make all you ladies happy because here's where they show girl power. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the way they did it. Okay, I like the way they did it and I can appreciate it, okay? But I don't like the fact that it was too convenient, you know? Out of all that ruckus out there going on, out of everybody being strolled around, out of all these monsters, of all these attacks, just so happened all the girls were grouped up right there, okay? You know, you had Pepper Potts in her Iron Man suit, which looked fantastic. I mean, all the women, Widow. I mean, if it was a woman out there, hey, she was there. So all of them grouped up together. And Captain Marvel was like, hey, I'll take it from here. And I don't remember who it was. I think it's Okoye or whoever Black Panther's little chick is bodyguard. She's like, well, she's got help, you know. And they run it. Don't get me wrong, they run it. I mean, you know, they're like playing, you know, catch football. You know, honestly, my favorite in the whole thing, I want to say Captain Marvel. I like Captain Marvel, but Pepper Potts is Iron Man. You know, her suit was nice and she was good in it, okay? And like I say again, I didn't have too much of a problem with it. It did kind of make me say, here we go. Because of a simple fact, again, this is a huge battlefield, okay? The battlefield is rough. The terrain is rugged, okay? So how did all these women just group up right here in this area? It was a little bit too convenient for me, but the movie was good, so I looked past it. I let it roll. But again, don't be so obvious with the girl power thing. Just don't be so obvious with it. But it was a good display, okay, of girl power, I will admit. They run it. And like, that was their part, okay? They didn't accomplish their goal, but they looked good while trying to do it. Okay, now here is the big finale. Okay, here's the big finale. Okay, again, I reiterate, you got Thor, you got Iron Man, you've got Thor, Iron Man, and you got Captain America battling Thanos, okay? So, you know, of course they run out there up on Thanos, and Thanos, if nothing else, okay? Dude is a fighter. Like, he's Juggernaut almost, but he's a fighter, okay? And if nothing else, you can look at his fighting tactics and tell that he's got skills, okay? He's just not Mr. Bully, but he shows that, hey, you know, I've got strength too, you know, as well as some skills. So he goes out there and, you know, one thing that amazed me, because when I see it, I was up in the movie like, yeah, you know, I was like, yeah. When I seen Thor, okay? And yes, he still is Fat Thor, okay? Whatever. When I seen Fat Thor, he grabbed Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. And when I seen that, I'm like, oh, this guy's powerful enough with just Mjolnir, or with just Stormbreaker. But do keep in mind, he's fat, he's out of shape, so he's just like, you know, he's fighting Thanos with skills and all, but run up on Thanos, I don't give a damn who you is. You got to be either extra powerful in your prime, or just, you know, you got to have game. So he's up there, he's fighting him, he gets a couple of licks in, and you know, Thanos is like, nah, dog, I remember you, I seen you, you know, hey, in Nebula's little vision. So he reverses the Stormbreaker on Thor after he's knocked Iron Man and Cap out of the way. So he's pushing Stormbreaker in the Iron Man's chest, and he's like, yeah. And matter of fact, if I didn't know no better, I actually swore that I seen Thanos holding Mjolnir, okay? I actually thought I seen him grabbing Mjolnir. I don't know, but I'm 100% sure. If the fight scene was so good, the fight scene was so fast, hey, you know, but as he's pushing it in to Thor's chest, okay, he's pushing it. Thor is just like, you know, trying his best. So you see, all of a sudden you see Mjolnir get up off the ground, start shaking a little bit. Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, goes up and it knocks the hell out of Thanos, okay? It knocks him clean up off his feet into some debris, you know? So I'm like, thank God he had that one hand free. But I'm like, wait, he didn't have that one hand free. He had both hands trying to stop. Then next thing you know, you see my man, Captain America, he pulled the whole thing out. And he's like that. And you're like, get up out of here. He's swinging it. And you look and Thor's on the ground like, yeah, I knew it. I knew you had it in you, dog. I knew it, you know. So Cap goes up, he's doing this thing. He's swinging, he's doing it. Because, you know, at that moment right there, Thanos broke Cap's shield. Matter of fact, he didn't just break it, he was hacking on it. As he was hitting it, he was chipping it away like it was an egg. Like it was an eggshell, okay? He was chipping it away, and Cap was like, wow. But Cap went up there, and he was fighting him. You know, he was rocking with him with the whole, you know, hammer and shield thing, and then Thor got back up and started rocking with him. Cap did good. Cap is the man because Cap always kicks in, and it's not like they ever overplay his character, okay? They don't. They've overplayed Spider-Man's character more than they have Cap's character, okay? And, you know, I can say that's one thing that makes me appreciate Cap's character, okay? And, I mean, they was going, but it was just no beating Thanos physically. Not like that. No, it was not, okay? So, luckily enough, again, Iron Man gets the gauntlet. He does the snap. And he erases everything. Okay, he erases, my bad, all the bad guys, okay? Thanos' goons, you know, Thanos was erased last. Okay, Thanos was erased last. And, you know, like I say, overall, the movie was absolutely spectacular. It was good, you know, seriously, like, I mean, hey, just go and see it, you know, just, hey, I plan on watching, I will want to watch it again, but again, the first hour, I'm going to go to sleep. Okay, I wouldn't mind watching the highlights, the climax of it, like the fight scenes and all. Those were good. Okay, those were good. Anyway, look at here. That's the way I see this movie. You know, honestly, I give it 2 thumbs up any day. Seriously. It was a bit long. It took it a minute to get into, but hey, they were telling 20 different stories from 20 different sides, and you know. But again, this movie right here was much of Marvel passing the torch. Okay, period. It was. You know, that's what I see. Marvel passing the torch. You know, so like after the movie was over with, if you noticed, there were no post credits. Okay, nothing. You didn't see nobody's Cap. You didn't see Iron Man's hand come up out the ground. A Cap somewhere running, jogging as a young man, and none of that. You know, a Black Widow, you know, strangling some guy out in Latveria, wherever. No, that was that. This movie was simply a passing of the torch, and you know, it was ending. It was just ending the, you know, our Avengers as we know it. You know, so I'm taking it that the next Avengers movie is going to be for the new generation. Okay, that's the way I see it, you know. Hey. Anyway, people, this is Timothy Apollo. Like, share, subscribe. But that is my spoiler review for the Avengers Endgame.